Okay, I think we're all set here. Hey guys, welcome once again to another Friday night stream. We are here live and direct, coming to you from the not quite so frozen north of Montana up here. So let's say we kind of get this party started, shall we? Or at least we'll try to. Huh. I thought it would work, but I guess not. For some reason, my transitions are not working, and I don't know why. Oh well, 'tis the life of a YouTuber. What can I say? So, welcome. If you're coming in for the very first time, welcome to the channel. This is the Friday night totally random stream show, and I'm glad you could be here for us. And this is going to be a wonderful night. I think so. So, yes. Some things I want to talk about this week, and then we're going to get in with our movie discussion. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of shift my screen around a little bit, and we're going to get into some of the things that I found online and some of the things I've heard on the Twitterverse that have been, well, some are interesting, some are a little self-serving, I guess, but, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, let us get on with some of the stories. So let's start off with the big elephant in the room. Yeah, that big floating pea thing up there. Yeah, that's been the subject of a lot of talk as of lately because Patreon, in their infinite, well, maybe not infinite, but somewhat infinite wisdom, has decided to revise their pay structure. So this article came out. This is on their Patreon blog. And they're changing, let's go down to this little graph down here. Before December 18th, this is the way the structure looked. So for every dollar that you donated, well, basically every pledge that you did, Patreon took 5%, then there was a transaction fee of 2 to 10%, and then the creators got 85 to 93%. So all came off of the recipient's end. It didn't come off at your end. But starting December 18th, it's going to go to this. There's going to be, the creators will get to take home more, but add a bigger cost to you of this 2.9% plus 35 cents. So I watched some videos of some other YouTubers talking about this, and it seems to hit hardest at the $1 level. So if you choose to use Patreon for more than $1, then it's a little bit better. However, if you are only a $1 donator, then you may want to choose using something like PayPal Direct, which a lot of YouTubers that I have seen are starting or have already been using PayPal, which has been a really good thing. So that's what's going on with that. And why they decide to go this route, I'm not exactly sure. They're trying to. I understand that they're trying to give more. Excuse me a second. I got to bring up my. Sorry. Okay. Didn't have all my tools brought up. Growing pains, I guess. So anyway, so this is what's going to be starting in 10 days from today. So if you there's a lot of different ways that you can donate. You can help support your favorite YouTubers. Not only is there Patreon, but like I said, there is PayPal. If they are on Twitch, they can use the bits and the little cheers that people do. They can do donations through Twitch, I believe, because a lot. Well, I know, and I'll talk more about this here in a minute. But you'll also for YouTube, there's also YouTube Red, which is a really good thing for people to have and people to be able to use. So that way, what it does is it not only gets rid of ads on the videos that you watch, but it supports them irregardless. So whether or not you have ad block on, it does help support your favorite content creators. So definitely do that. All right, so moving on to another topic, and this is a thing that I've talked about a lot. I've talked about Ingress, and there is a huge change coming about here very, very shortly called Ingress Prime. This is going to be coming up sometime next year. What this is going to be a complete revamp of the entire game. What they're planning on doing is they're introducing a new storyline. They're introducing a new graphics that I've seen in some of the videos. But here was the disturbing thing. The first news article on Ingress Prime, for anybody who has played the game for a very long time, they were originally planning on doing a global game board reset. So what this means is it means that basically you could have control points or portals that have been 140, 145, 149 days in holding in attempt to get the ever elusive, what they call the Onyx Guardian badge. And if you happen to be one of those unlucky people on that day that they do the global board wipe, poof, it's gone. Yeah. So they got a lot of backlash over this, and rightfully so. So what happened, as of 2 days ago, they updated the original post after the above question was asked and answered and said there are no plans to neutralize the portals. I think they kind of got the hint that this was like a really stinky idea. So if you want to know more about Ingress and about Ingress Prime, what I would do is right now, if you're playing the current game, go to ingress.com to find out the details about that, and you can actually even start playing. Or if you want to know more about Ingress Prime, go to ingressprime.com and check that out. So that's like the two big stories that I saw this week going around the web. Aside from the fact that EA is getting their butt in the sling like left, right, and center, as they rightfully should be. But we all know about that. In fact, I watched the clip that Yang Ya put out about the guy who was presenting one of the awards, and he said he had to purchase a microtransaction in order to open the envelopes. I thought that was hilarious. So I love that. Okay, so okay. One other way, going back to how to support your favorite YouTubers or streamers or whatever. Another thing that people are doing, well, a lot of people have been doing this, and some people are starting to do this. I am part of the latter. People have merch stores, and I have actually had one for a while now, so I thought I would show off the one that I'm starting to do. Ta-da! This is a work in progress. It will get better than this, I assure you. Okay, so I'm actually starting to get creative again, starting to think about doing some merchandise, like some coffee cups and t-shirts and other kinds of things. So the site that I've been going to is called Cafe Press. I've used it for a long time. I've used it off and on. So I'm thinking I'm going to start taking this a little bit more seriously and maybe start to try doing some more random stuff via physical goodies that people can use and people can wear and people can lay on their computer desks. So they have mouse pads also, in addition to license plate frames and buttons and all that other kind of good happy stuff like that there. Alrighty, so did everybody do their homework this week from last week? Alrighty, this is what we're going to be talking about this week. This is going to be this. I went back and I actually just watched this again today, and going back through it, there were some things that's like, why didn't I see this before? One of the now this was done in 1987. Going back and watching Hellraiser in 1987 was awesome and amazing, because not only did it introduce the world to Doug Bradley as the Hell Priest, aka Pinhead, although now they're calling him Hell Priest. So Doug Bradley does an amazing, amazing job with this character. He brings it to such life and to such volume that there is no way that anybody could ever replace him. Here's the problem. In fact, let me bring up the article about this. Let's go to Hellraiser Revelations. Revelations was the 9th movie in the Hellraiser saga. If you take a look at the cover, you'll notice one glaring thing that's like really, really super wrong with this. That's not Doug Bradley over there. I'm sorry, but seriously? Does that look like Doug Bradley to you? That doesn't look anywhere close to Doug Bradley. Here's what happened. Dimension Films was caught trying to rush out another Hellraiser movie because they were about to lose the license to the franchise. So they wanted to get another movie out like right away. So what happened is that and it says here right here in the Wikipedia article, it was released in a single theater 4-crew screening that was ostensibly open to the public, then released to DVD in October 2011. Needless to say, this movie tanked. For a very good reason. I mean, come on. You can't have a Hellraiser movie without Doug Bradley. I mean, it just doesn't work. And from everything I've seen about this movie, it just doesn't hold up at all. In fact, if I remember, Clive Barker even disowned the movie, saying he didn't want anything to do with it because he called it some abortion of a movie, and judging just from the cover alone, I can't say I blame him. So, get this. We got another one coming out. We got another one coming out next year. Hellraiser Judgment. Again, do you see the big glaring problem in the room here? That's not Doug Bradley. That ain't Doug Bradley either. I read an interview online about this new movie, and they approached Doug Bradley again, and it was not only like really, really rushed again, but they had him sign some really weird, warped and twisted non-disclosure agreement regarding the movie. So there's the new look of Pinhead. Yeah. That doesn't look like Pinhead. Yeah. So yeah. I'm not quite sure what to think of this one. So, okay. So let's go back to talking about Hellraiser, the very first movie. So the first movie starts off with Frank pushing the limits of his senses to pain and pleasure to the ultimate level. And so in the end, he ends up buying this puzzle box. And of course, he ends up getting way more than what he ended up bargaining for. And he ended up being in hell. And then years later, Julia comes in with Frank's brother, Larry. and hey there, son of Tamriel, how are you doing? We're just getting into the meat of the discussion here, talking about the first Hellraiser. So, one of the main people in the first Hellraiser movie was Andrew Robinson, who plays Larry, who is the brother of Frank, who is the guy who got killed. Hey, Pip and Bosch, how you doing there, good sir? The thing that we realized about Larry is that he was played by Andrew Robinson, who did Garak in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So if you watched all of Star Trek Deep Space Nine and then you went back and watched Hellraiser, You're like, dude, that's messed up. I am doing well tonight. It's been an interesting day. Definitely had its share of ups and downs, to be sure. Oh, speaking of things, I have another couple of channel updates I wanted to give everybody. I was hoping Highlander would be here tonight because I had a surprise that I think he might find interesting as well. So let's do... Okay. I told you guys last week I was going to do it. This week I did it. So ready? It's going to be right here. Ta-da! Anybody who is interested in sending anything to the channel can now do so. There's the address. I actually just went and set this up today. So if anybody wants to, and I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that anybody ever has to, but if anybody ever wants to, there's the address to send it to. I will put this at the on my YouTube video descriptions as well as on the channel, so that way it'll be there. But I thought I would, bring this out here and let everybody know about it. The other thing that I have updated on the channel, actually, especially down here on Twitch, is that if you look down below in the panel section, there's now a donate button. If for any reason anybody wants to help out the channel, and like I said, there is absolutely no obligation to do so whatsoever. If you click on the donate button down below, there will take you a link to where it'll take you to the Streamlabs page where you can actually donate via PayPal to the channel, and this will help out making improvements to the content and to the stuff that happens on the channel. Yep, right below Saskatoon. It's amazing how many people don't know where Montana is. They don't know that, yes, we have running water. Yes, we have highways. Yes, we actually have modern stuff. Hey, Gunman, how you doing there, sir? No, actually, my gaming live streams are on Saturdays. This is the Friday Night Talk Show. So this is where we go over and talk about stuff. Drove through Montana going to Arizona to visit your sister. Yep, it is a lovely drive. And I do apologize about the lag between where they show up in the chat room on Twitch as opposed to in the video. So I will be answering these as I see them come up on my side on the Twitch page. So have no fear. I will answer any questions that you have, or answer any comments that you have as well, and we'll certainly talk about those. So how many people here in the room right now actually did the homework? How many people went and watched Hellraiser, the first one? And somebody's pinging me. It's Gunman. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody who Gunman is, but I know exactly who Gunman is, and I'm surprised people haven't figured it out yet. First time joining up today. Well, hey, we're going to be bringing up a movie to what we do here on the Friday Night Stream, Pip and Bosh, just to bring you up to speed, is what we're going to do is we're going to pick a movie, or pick a genre of movies, and this is actually an idea that was brought up by Highlander a few weeks ago. We'll pick a genre of movie, and then I'll assign a movie for people to watch, and then we'll sit back. And everybody who wants to, again, participation is not mandatory, but anybody who wants to watch it is certainly welcome to discuss it the following week. Now, granted, I did not see the original Hellraiser in 1987 when it first came out. I really got into horror movies a lot later. I developed my appreciation for it later. In fact, one of the first horror movies I actually watched was Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Hey, Viva Kojima is here in the house. Welcome, good sir. Glad to have you. We're discussing horror movies this week. Just stopping by to show your channel some love. Well, thank you. I'm greatly appreciate it. Always glad to have everybody around who wants to come by. So I am wondering, as a result of all of this brouhaha that's been happening this week, how many people are jumping off the Patreon bandwagon and going to other forms of support. Now, like I said before, there's not only PayPal, but there's also Bits on Twitch. There's PayPal Direct. There is you can buy off of affiliate links, because a lot of YouTubers have affiliates accounts with like Amazon, Newegg, and other assorted places. So if you happen to notice that your favorite YouTuber has affiliate links down below their videos, and you go to those sites, what I would say is definitely go to those sites. What happens is that when you click on the link that's in their video, it starts a browser session on that site. So whatever you choose to buy in that shopping session will go to support that channel. Gotta support the small streamers like they support me. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome. I love seeing a community grow. I absolutely do. So there's been a lot of questions I've seen on other streams and on other channels about how you support people with affiliate links, and that's pretty much how you do it, because it's all browser session based. Okay, so going back, and so like I said, I just rewatched Hellraiser today, and in addition to the fact that the guy who plays Garrick is obviously playing Larry, it made you appreciate how much time and effort they put into the special effects for this movie. Because, yeah, even back in 1987, this movie was gory as heck. I mean, it definitely had its share of blood and guts to, no doubt. Is it as graphic as it is nowadays? Is it as realistic as it is nowadays? Well, no, because this was 1987 when this came out. But, yeah. Great movie. So, What did you guys think of Hellraiser? Did you guys find it interesting? Did you guys not like it? I mean, what did everybody think of that movie? Have you seen it in the past? Let's see. So another movie that was brought to my attention, I'm just going to go back in my history here a little bit and look it up, because I remember it, but I just don't remember the name of it off the top of my head here. What is it? It's not that. Oh, there is a movie that one of my colleagues that I see during the week told me about. If you're a fan of the actor Steve Buscemi, who was in Armageddon as the crazy guy who was riding the nuclear missile, and also was in the Snickers commercial for being in the Brady Bunch house along with Danny Trejo, then a movie that you may want to check out, and I'm going to check this out as well, is a movie called Ed and His Dead Mother. This is a movie put out in 2013. I had no idea about this movie at all whatsoever. And so it's like, okay, it's according to, and somebody uploaded it to YouTube, so it's over there too. So if you want to watch that, then in fact, if you I actually watched Hellraiser on YouTube also, because let's face it, a lot of the older movies are showing up on YouTube, and there another movie that I saw re-uploaded there was Gondahar, which is an animated movie in the US called Light Years. So I was kind of surprised to find that one was up there. So going back, switching the gears back into Hellraiser. So what happens in the movie, the whole lineage of Hellraiser, is that it centers around the Cenobites, who are a group of explorers, as they call them in the first movie, who go to different levels of experience, I guess, and they give people pain and pleasure, driving it to the absolute ultimate limits. So what happens is that these people have found these puzzle boxes. So if you solve the puzzle box, then you get your prize, although it's one I highly doubt anybody else would ever want. At least not anybody of any kind of sane sound in mind. But yeah, so Frank, in an accident, because what happens is that in the movie, as the new couple's moving in, basically Julia and Larry, they're moving in, and their daughter Kirsty is in town too. And so while they're moving all the furniture in, Larry ends up scraping the back of his hand on a nail that's on the railing. So he goes up into the upper level room up in the attic, and he's bleeding, and the blood is on the floor, and it ends up soaking into the floor and starts reviving Frank, who ended up getting killed as a result of the puzzle box. So Frank starts coming back to life slowly, and then convinces Julia to bring more people into the house to kill them, so that way he can have more blood and end up rebuilding himself. Boy, talk about secondhand parts these days. Eek. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to get himself remade, trying to get himself whole, so that way he can escape the Cenobites and not be dragged back down to hell again. So as it goes through, Kirsty ends up running into Frank and finds the puzzle box, finds out that Frank wants it, throws it out of the house, and ends up taking it. You were 10 when you saw that? Wow. So have you watched it since then? Have you watched it again? That would be the next question. So the synopsis is that she takes it out of the house, takes it, runs away, and ends up in the hospital through a chase. And she ends up messing with the puzzle box and ends up opening a doorway into hell, which she kind of rather soon regretted that life decision. So she knows what's going on. She knows now what this puzzle box is all about. So she's confronting, because she ends up getting confronted by the Cenobites, and as they're trying to take her, she says, "Wait, didn't somebody escape you?" And he says, "Nobody escapes us." And she says, "Well, yeah, Frank did." So she ends up making a deal with them to get Frank in order to send Frank back to hell with the Cenobites. And then, of course, after that, they end up, reneging on their deal and try to go after her, but she ends up sending them away. So, yeah. Gunman, you have not watched it. It is on your list. Okay, dude. You, I know, have absolutely no excuse not to watch this movie. Zero. I know better. Fanta, all good for you. I like it better than Sunkissed. So, and it kind of sets it up for the second one, because in the first one, Julie ends up getting killed. Well, in Hellbound, Julie is the one that's starting to try to come back to life. So, if you at all like the first Hellraiser, you have got to watch Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, because those two movies absolutely deserve a double feature all their own. I think it would be great if some movie theater decided to go out and show both of those, especially like if they did it like in October. That would be amazing. Alright guys, so what are you guys talking about here? Well, we have 6 people in the chat room, apart from me, because it says 7. So how you guys like the background? You like that? Because the background behind me here, because this is on a green screen, of course, but the background image, that's original. I actually did that like years ago. Necalord's in the house. How you doing, good sir? Good to see ya. So I know we're in December and we're talking about horror movies, so go figure. By the way, for the late arrivals, in case anybody wants to send stuff to the channel, it's up there. Doing well, doing really good. In fact, this afternoon I just rewatched Hellraiser, the first movie, because um, horror is all year long. You are so right, good sir. You are absolutely right. I love all kinds of horror movies. Well, I like the good ones, or at least the ones that I think are good. There are some that are not quite so good. Jason X being one of them. Um, there's so many that I need to go back and watch. In fact, there's a lot of horror movies from the 70s and 80s that were really good. Phantasm, Amityville Horror, The Gate. I've heard Tremors is good, although I haven't watched that one yet. But The Keep was another movie back in '79 that was really good because um, if you know, in the traditional setting, a keep is a structure that's built to keep people out. Well, this keep is meant to keep something in, and I definitely mean something in. So if you ever watch that, it's definitely worth a watch. So, what are you guys thinking about the whole Patreon shingadoodle? Think it's worth it still use Patreon? I know some people are still going to use it. Jen Wicked, one of the people that I have been following for years on her website because she's an amazing artist. She's kind of restarted doing her YouTube channel. She's kind of started doing stuff on it again. In fact, she has a whole website, jenwicked.com. In fact, let me just put this down here in the chat room. I'll just give you guys a link. So there you go. jenwicked.com is a place that I definitely recommend because she's got really awesome web comics. She's got paintings for sale. Plus, she does some really fun YouTube videos. She does the Why Me, starring Jen Wicked. So those are fun to watch. In fact, she also did a music video of Uptown Funk where she does a lot of she puts together a lot of mishmash of different video clips that she's done in the past. Plus, she danced around. So it's one of those quirky, fun types of things. One of the videos I got shown today. In fact, let me share another one with you here. And if you like 12 Days of Christmas, then you might like the 12 Days After Christmas. I don't think there's an official video for it. Let's see, 12 Days After Christmas. Jacob's Ladder heavily inspired Silent Hills. Okay, so I'll put Jacob's Ladder on my list. I was not aware of Jacob's Ladder as being a movie. When I think of Jacob's Ladder, I think of the electrical phenomenon, or I also think of the Huey Lewis and the News song Jacob's Ladder, which is a really good song. It's too bad that there just isn't the huge variety of really good music. At least in my perception, the music today just doesn't strike me as being as good as it used to be back in the 70s and 80s. Nicolor says, I think of Some Guy's Ladder. Fair enough. Some Guy's Ladder named Jacob, maybe? Oh, heavens. So I bet everybody's got their Christmas shopping done. At least I'm hoping they did. So Tamriel says, didn't know that, but it was a great film. Scared me as a kid. Now I gotta watch that. I'm gonna put that on my watch list to check out. The other series I never watched is the Child's Play / Chucky series. I never watched those, so maybe I'll watch those one of these days. I'll go back and watch The Shining again because I haven't watched that for like a very long time because that was like a great Jack Nicholson movie. Then again, Jack Nicholson is pretty much gold in everything that he does. Shopping is mostly done just getting last minute stuff for the kiddos. Well, yeah. Shopping for the Kiddos never does stop because there's always something new coming out. In fact, I'm sure just about everybody is going out and buying the Nintendo Switch, and I did see an article that says that they're in process of making a third Bayonetta game. And Bayonetta, the first game, came out originally on the PS3, and they just recently did a port to the PC for it. So, and then of course the second one was exclusive to the Wii U, and now the third one's going to be exclusive to Nintendo too. And there's also rumors that they're going to be putting the first and second ones available on the Switch as well. So, if you are an absolutely huge Bayonetta fan, then that may be the console that you want to pick up. And consoles do definitely have their place as far as gamers go, because I have lately gotten in love with PC gaming thanks to Crash Override. He kind of jabbed me in the side with a sharp stick and said, "Dude, go get yourself a gaming PC." So, hey John, good to see you in the room. Horror movies scare me. Well, they're meant to scare you. That's what horror movies are supposed to do. A really good horror movie will scare the crud out of you. Take, for example, the new version of It. New version of It made me jump more than once. In fact, it made my buddy Crash Override jump. And he never jumps. So there you go. This year I've been really moved to PC gaming. Yep, me too, Necklord, because there's so much that you can do with it. In fact, this weekend I have been really, really blessed with a number of games that have been flung into my inbox, or I won. I won. What was that? I actually won 2 games on Tech Deal's Twitch stream. I won a racing game, and then which looks really good because I just installed it. And then I also won one called Chompy Chomp Chomp, which looks kind of unique. So I'm gonna definitely give that one a shot too. Fishy Sauce gave me a key to Saving the Ninja Clan. Humble Bundle had, right now, for at least another 24 hours, has Homefront. The first Homefront right now is free. So if you want to get that, if you've never played it before and want to check it out on PC, go to Humble Bundle, set yourself up a free account, and go check it out. I mean, yeah, exactly, Knuckler. Steam sales are just really, really super good. I absolutely love them. In fact, I was looking. What I do is I look through the $5 and $10 games to see what's there. One of the games that I have been checking out that I think I don't know if I'm going to check it out because I've seen some reviews of it and kind of, well, maybe. Both Metro games on Humble Bundle for like $6? Dude, that's awesome. That is amazing. Because Metro games are really good. So let me switch over here. I'm gonna bring up my Steam here. Let's just move this over. Let's check out some cheap Steam stuff. So, yeah, of course I've got Skyrim, which is now $20. So if you want to get Skyrim Special Edition, $20. I mean, seriously. Rise of the Tomb Raider was on sale. It's not anymore. I fixed it. I fixed a few things. I'm still working on the Elgato thing though. Ore is another game that I thought about checking out just because the art style is like really, really good, and that's only $20. Res Infinite, for anybody. I have to get more shorts if you guys get me going. Yep, we're gonna get you going. Res Infinite is kind of like the reimagining of Res back on the PS2, which is a great game. I've got it on emulation because I can't find the game around here locally, so I've been playing on emulation, and it's a wonderful game. Glass Menagerie is another game that I saw. If you're into relaxing, casual puzzle type games, they have a really cool. Well, let me just bring it up here. So check this out. So what this is it's a puzzle game with stained glass windows. And the clock that's in the middle has no bearing on the action whatsoever. So you're just rotating these around to find pieces, and you're going to put those in the puzzle in the middle to make different pictures. So for that being only a $5 game, that's not bad. I mean, if you like casual puzzles, then there you go. So, Rhyme, I thought about getting this one, but then I saw the reviews and they said there was a lot of bugs to this game, so I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth, excuse me, I'm not sure if it's worth $30 or not. I would say if you're going to check this out and you like the trailer for it, wait till it goes on a Steam sale. Darn. Excuse me. Perception's the one I was talking about earlier that is trying to. I don't know. Let's look and see. Trying to right now is $20. So it does not look like it's on sale right now. Okay, so I thought about Block Hood because it's another one of those like building type sales. It's $3 a couple days ago. Oh wow! So I didn't even know about Trying to. Yeah, Necrolord Hellblade. Yes, this is a game that is definitely on my radar. Right now it's on sale for 25% off. It was on sale before, but now it's on sale again, and I've heard a lot of really good things about it. A wallpaper engine I actually heard about by watching Barnacles, and he really recommended Wallpaper Engine. Okay, so what else we got? Ukulele. It's not bad. I put it on there just because. Dragon's Dogma I put on my wish list just because I've got Dragon's Dogma on the 360, so I wanted to check that one out. Here's a game. Check this out. This is a game called Unpossible. It looks like it's a racing game. But check out how fast you're going in this game. And you just have to like really have really good reflexes. This looks like it could be really, really fun. Yeah, like notifications about something. I'm not quite sure what. But anyway. Oh, I would get dizzy and pass out. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Fall off the tube you're riding on. I don't know if you fall off it or not. XCOM 2. For anybody who's been watching Tech Deals live streams and wants to get into XCOM 2, right now it is over half off. 67% off is less than $20. So if you've ever thought about getting XCOM 2, now's your chance to get it right there. That looks like an amazing deal for that. Another fun platformer that is definitely on my radar is A Hat in Time. Just because it's one of those quirky platformers. So check that out. We got winter sale coming. Yes, indeedy we do, Necrolord. When winter sales are coming, man, wallets are going to empty like the wind. That is for sure. But yeah, Hat in Time is definitely on my radar. If you've ever liked the original Laserdisc type games, you can get not only Dragon's Lair 2 and Space Ace, but the original Dragon's Lair for like $10 a piece. And these are fun games. In fact, Dragon's Lair, the first one, recently got an update that made the playability even better. Here's a game that is definitely on my list. This is Conarium. This is based off of an H.P. Lovecraft novella. The quality of this game, just in the trailer, looks like it's really good. What do you think of that? And this game, right now, is $10. Oh, gotta turn that on. Ooh. Oh, if you are a Twitch Prime member, if you use Amazon Prime and also have Twitch, link your account to Twitch, because right now the original System Shock 2 for the PC is totally free. If you want a game that will creep the heck out of you and it's old school, System Shock 2 right now is totally free. In fact, I tweeted about it earlier today. So definitely check it out. So those are the ones that are on my wish list. Let's see here. Let's do some checking down. Oh, let's check out the under $10 rack, because this is where I was shopping for some of the stuff that I saw lately. This is the game that shoot. Who was it that sent it to me? Darn it. I'm going to hit myself for not remembering the guy's name. Sir Durkins. Sir Durkins sent me Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. This... let me just bring this up here. This is a weird game, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun.
I could have made something you would have liked.
This is a guy stuck in a cauldron that his only method of movement is his hammer. Oh man, this game a whole lot of rage quit. But it's like, I am definitely going to give this game its fair shot.
For a certain kind of person.
But yeah, it's... Necrolord says, seen a few streamers playing it, a lot of rage was involved. Gunman says, it still looks crazy, probably will freak out at it. Probably. Maybe I'll stream that tomorrow. What do you guys think? Think I should stream that tomorrow? So there's Conarium, which right now is $10. Star Wars Battlefront 2. You want to play Star Wars Battlefront 2 and actually have fun playing it? Get this one. The classic version from 2005, only $10. Okay, guys, I will stream Getting Over It tomorrow. I will do that. That could be fun. There we go. Metro 23 Redux, 75% off, $5. If you don't already have 2033 Redux on PC, right there. I mean, that's just like screaming bargain that says buy me. The original Portal, if you don't already have it on Redbox, well, there you go. So yeah, I already have Half-Life 2. Dishonored, the original Dishonored, is only $10. The Binding of Isaac, if anybody ever missed playing that. Yeah, I agree with Gunman. And I haven't even played the new one yet. Or I haven't even played the old one, I should say. I don't think I'll ever play the new Battlefront 2 just because it was not what they were promising by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't have the original Half-Life. I have Half-Life 2, but I know the original Half-Life. I did get Civilization 3 off of a Humble Bundle thing. Saints Row the Third, I think I got that in a bundle too. Hotline Miami I've heard about, never played that. Let's see. When you look down here, there's a lot of classic games that people have played before, higher cost, and they haven't played again. Like if you like bullet hell games, Ikaruga down here for $10. It is a classic bullet hell game. It's a straight up shoot 'em up. It's Japanese and hard as heck. So yeah, it's a game that's definitely not going to be in my library just because I don't do well in bullet hell games. I never have, and I probably never will, which is probably why I suck at Nex Machina. Though I love Nex Machina. I mean, it's a great game. Housemarque did an amazing job with it. There's the original XCOM UFO Defense. If you ever want to get back into the old school from 2008, that's $5. What else do we got here? I mean, there's a lot. Psychonauts I got off a Humble Bundle for free, which is a great game. In fact, I booted it up on PC, and it looks a million times better than on the original Xbox, just because you can crank it to full HD resolution. So if you have not played the original Psychonauts, it's definitely one I would pick up. Any other games you guys recommend? I'm just kind of cruising through the list here and seeing what's all in there. There's also a game called Oregon Trail. Not Oregon Trail, but it's Oregon Trail. That one looks funny as heck. Thief games were made... Now, I have Thief for the PS3, but I haven't really gotten into it that much yet. So, stealth games. Yes, stealth games are a lot of fun. In fact, I like the sneaking around games. That's why I really, really dug Sniper Elite 3 when it came out, because that game was a lot of fun. Absolutely love Sniper Elite 3. In fact, I'm going to work on starting up Sniper Elite 4. I have Sniper Elite 1. I also need to play 2, so I want to play all of them. That's eventually what I want to do. So, and my list of games is growing, as you can tell. Got a lot of them. If you like atmospheric games that are casual, Air Memories of Old is definitely a game I would pick up. So here's the game that I won during the live stream. This is Chompy Chomp Chomp. Tell me that doesn't look weird. Chomp or be chomped. Your list isn't that big. Okay, it's not big. It's bigger than it was a year ago. How's that? So this is another game I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun playing. Chompy Chomp Chomp. I did pick up City Skylines, so I'm learning how to play that. Well, his list is bigger than mine. Well, we all have our lists. Cuphead. Had to pick that up. Of course, Dragon's Lair. This game right here. This is what started me off on the whole random first impressions and reactions video series. Drive Megapolis. I was talking about a list. Yeah, might need to take a shower afterwards. This is the first game that I won in a giveaway. I won this during a live stream. So I thought, what would be fun than doing a reaction video and first impressions of it. So that's what started that out. So I did for this. This isn't really a game; it's a simulator. So, as Gordon Ramsay would say, let's get that right. So I'm probably going to circle back around and do a deep dive into this game to see if it's even worthy of being a simulator. Because this thing will nag you everything you do. Euro Truck Simulator 2, love that game. And of course there's the Getting Over It with Benefati. Human Fall Flat. Hey, wake up, gunman. Was that Anakin Skywalker driving? It might have been. This game I absolutely love, and right now it's $20, but here's the thing that I think is really, really cool about this game, and I reviewed this like earlier this year. This is a game where you have to use your voice to cast spells and have things done. I mean, look at the graphics in this game. This game is amazing. So I'm definitely going to have to go back and run through this some more. Fusroda! I think you can actually... I think you can alter the commands in the game to where you can say different things for the different spells. So that might work. Asmodeus. But yeah. There's the Next Machina game. If you guys like twin stick shooters, this game is freaking hilarious. But it's got like a lot of action to it. Let's just jump into this here. Now that's Robotron on steroids. Yeah, that game is a freaking ton of fun. Nicola says, I used to play Resogun when it was the only PS4 game out. Yep, I've heard of Resogun. That game is like really good from what I've seen so far. And then there's the one I got from Fishy Sauce. This is Save the Ninja Clan. And I played a little bit of this, and this definitely has the challenge factor going for it. Because you gotta be like really lightning quick to avoid getting shot, killed, stuff like that. No Civ 5? No, I have not played Civ 5 yet. Let me get good at City Skylines first, that way I know kind of how to build up an empire or something like that, and then maybe. This game, can't pass on it. This game was just, I want to say it was poorly done, because there's like no collision detection hardly at all in this game, and the trailer. I mean, check this out. That part's from the game right there. See, so of course, total poop game. If you watch my first reaction first review and reaction video of this game, it's okay. So yeah, go back. Oh. I know what you said, gunman. Visceral cleanup details, Santa's rampage. Oh my goodness. Do I dare? tragedy. He'd finally had enough. He couldn't take any more. He snapped. On a cold and fateful day, Santa went berserk. Now it's up to you to get this place clean. You've handled the most horrific aftermath on a space station. Now it's time to clean up after Santa's rampage. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that game is $2.50 and it probably looks like it. It reminds me of a cereal cleaner in a way. Yes, Santa's Rampage. Okay. Alrighty. What are they recommending this week? Fallout 4 VR. Anybody have a VR headset? They're starting to come down in price. I don't have one yet. I don't know, but I'm drawn to the buy button. It will call you. Hello Neighbor, a stealth horror game about sneaking into your creepy neighbor's house. Who thinks of these games? This is a game that I actually thought about. Turbo Dismount. That one looks like a lot of fun. It reminds me of the game Pain. I think it was on an older console system, like on PS2, PS3. Farming Simulator, Train Simulator, the Count of Monster Disco. Wow. Speaking of which, what did you guys think of? Let's just switch gears here. So, what did you guys think of the video game awards? Wait, PS3 is old? Some people would say so, but I don't. PS3 to me is still relevant. It's a lot more relevant than most people will definitely give it credit for. In fact, I still like PS2 games. Metal Jesus did a whole thing on PS2 games that you can't play anywhere else. Yes, Pip and Bosch. They definitely trolled EA. And Yang Ya put up a video on his channel about his reaction to it, and he says it was the most beautiful thing ever. It was great. They were pretty good. I thought one a certain announcement, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. Which announcement were you hoping that they were going to do? Speaking of announcements, does anybody follow Sucker Punch Productions? Sucker Punch Productions is the studio that puts out the Sly Cooper games and the Infamous series. And they are putting out a brand new IP next year. They're putting out a game called Ghosts of Tsushima. That game, look up the video for it. It looks really, really good. Elder Scrolls 6. Okay. Because we all love Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Well, I can't say we all do because it's a game that's on my list that I really need to play and I still haven't gotten around to it. Gunman's correct. If they ever finish Elder Scrolls 6, well, cheers to them on the day that they ever do. Alright, so let's talk about what movie we're going, what genre movie are we going to do for next week. We kind of did 80s movies and got it narrowed down to horror for last time. Let's no, well, it's not Sunkissed. It was La Fanta Orange. Gunman says Wizards. We can do Wizards. What do you guys think about Wizards? Wizards was put out in 1977 by Ralph Bakshi, who I think is one of the animation gods of the time, because he did an amazing job with that movie. In fact, this is coloring my age, but I actually saw Wizards in the theater the year it came out and absolutely loved it. Great movie. Couldn't tell you who all the voice actors that were in it. Well, I probably could. Just pull up the old IMDb and I could tell you who all was in it. Who? Thanks, Gunman. Really appreciate it. You ain't far behind me. Well, yeah, you are, but Okay, so looking down the actor and actress list, oh my goodness, holy cats. There's a character named Sean in Wizards, and I know if I keep the suspense, everybody's just gonna look it up anyway. But Sean, who's one of the minor characters in the movie, was voiced by Mark Hamill. Go figure that one out. And that is the only really name I see that really kind of strikes any kind of familiarity to me. But what Wizards is about the world of the future, like 3,000 years in the future. And this elven queen gave birth to twin sons, and they were polar opposites of each other. You had Avatar, who was the good, kind, funnel fart who decides who's going to be at peace with everybody, and then there's Black Wolf, who looks like he's 2 days short of absolutely dying for anorexia because he's just like all skin and bones, but he's like the evil guy. So they're kind of getting ready for their big final confrontation with each other. So I actually thought he did the voice of Luke in the Jedi Knight series, but it wasn't him. Really? Well, then again, I guess you can't. Well, I guess Mark Hamill couldn't do like all of them, but if it sounds close, then it's okay. And Mark Hamill's done a lot of different roles over the years. Of course, one of my favorite roles of Mark Hamill is, of course, he's got to be the Joker because he's the best one around. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. If you like good animated movies, Wizards should definitely be on your short list. It's easy enough to find. In fact, I think you can probably even find it on YouTube, for crying out loud. Great movie to watch. It's about an hour and a half-ish. Has a great ending. Lots of great music in it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So yeah. So, your assignment for next week is you must watch Wizards from 1977. There's ways of finding it, so there's no excuses. In fact, I'll probably go back and rewatch it yet again, just so that way I can say that's fresh in my mind again. Sure, Gunman, go and put that one in there. But yeah, best line in the entire movie. When you watch it, you'll find out why. Unless Gunman says why. Of course, he probably would. But yeah, great movie to watch. Santa Tamriel has seen Wizards but vaguely remembers it. Yeah, it's a good movie. Let's see, what is coming soon in theaters? So, of course, we have Star Wars Last Jedi that's coming out. Let's look at this together, shall we? Okay. So, Star Wars Last Jedi coming out, of course. Of course, everybody's gonna watch that. Ferdinand, I forget which studio does that, but that's another animated movie that's coming out. They're doing another Jumanji movie. Why? If it's a sequel, maybe. If they're trying to redo it, then no. In my opinion, not a whole lot that's coming out. They're making another Insidious movie next month. Yay. What else are they going to be redoing? Oh, they're doing another Maze Runner movie. As if the first two didn't tank. Remakes? I just don't get it. Why do they need remakes? Everybody says, oh, we want to keep it relevant. It's like, why? They're making a Black Panther movie. That ought to be good if they do a good job with it. Samson, of course, they're going to do another Bible movie. Oh, Death Wish got pushed back. Oh, welcome back, John. That wouldn't be bad, some Japanese samurai movies. That wouldn't be bad. Death Wish is coming out next year, which was Bruce Willis. This is a remake of the 1974 Charles Bronson movie. So, that one I'm kind of interested in seeing. They're doing A Wrinkle in Time. Some people say it's going to be good. Some people are like, not so much. Oh my goodness, they're doing another reboot of Tomb Raider. Only not with Pillow Lips Angelina Jolie. Go figure. Pacific Rim's getting a sequel next year, so that's not bad. This is one that I'm looking forward to. Ready Player One. I thought this was going to be out this year, but it's not going to be out till next year. I started reading the book about that, and this has a lot of 80s references. The Strangers Pray at Night sequel is to The Strangers from years ago is finally coming. Okay. We'll have to check out that one. New Mutants. I don't know about that one. Rampage. I don't know why. I couldn't imagine why they decided that they were going to do this, because it's based on granted, it's based on a very good arcade game from the 80s. Not quite sure how well it's going to translate into a movie, though. Because to me, Rampage was all about just, three big critters just stomping all over the place. Yep, you saw it coming. Super Troopers 2 is coming out. The Time is Meow. Believe it or not, I still haven't watched that whole movie yet. Go figure. Infinity War is coming next year. I hope they don't screw it up. I hope they don't give Angry Joe a reason to say, "You done it up." I'm trying to keep it clean. Sorry. Seriously? They're going to make a movie based on Slender Man. Really? Okay. Yeah. Oh. And of course, and then May of next year, they're coming out with Solo. So it'll be interesting to see who they cast as Han Solo in that one, because Harrison Ford's kind of getting really old there. There we go. Okay. Yep. Necalord, I don't think anybody got the memo that Slender Man is no longer a thing. I don't think they did. However, this is definitely a thing. Now, come on. Tell me everybody in this room has seen the original Deadpool movie. If you have not seen it, come on. Seriously, you need to crawl from underneath the rock and go watch it. This movie, the original Deadpool, was absolutely over the top, hilariously amazing. Ryan Reynolds so nailed that role. Oh, Son of Tamriel, you haven't watched it yet? Dude. Alright, it's the weekend. Go watch Deadpool. Seriously. Go watch it. It is so worth the time. You will laugh yourself silly. Your sides will hurt from watching it. Oh, great movie. Incredibles is getting a sequel. Yay. Another Jurassic World. Yay. Anything else good? Man, we're already into June. Ant-Man and the Wasp. The first Ant-Man movie was really, really good. I really liked it. It had a lot of good action, a lot of good humor in that movie. So I think this one could be good. So And then Hotel Transylvania 3 is coming out. I finally got around to watching the first two movies. Laughed myself stupid watching them because they were just hilarious as all get out. If you haven't seen the first two Hotel Transylvania movies, the DVDs are like stupidly cheap right now. There's just absolutely no reason not to watch. I mean, it's just great. Oh my goodness. No. Please tell me they're not doing a live action version of Alita Battle Angel. Great anime, great manga. I don't want to see him screw up another manga by making it into live action and have it suck. Ugh. Another MI6 movie. Ugh. Teen Titans Go. Eeh. You know, I'll probably see Alita just because. No, come on. Seriously, they're remaking Predator? No, come on. Ugh. If they screw it up, I'm just so not going to forgive them for that at all. Equalizer 2. He was good in the first one. Now, how many of you remember that The Equalizer was actually a TV series back in the 80s? With Edward Woodward, who was really awesome in his role. Anything else? No. They're redoing Scarface. Ugh, seriously? Barbie? Come on. No. Eesh. They're redoing Robin Hood again. Don't know why, but they're redoing it again. Okay, best two versions of Robin Hood, in my opinion. One, Robin Hood Men in Tights. That movie was absolutely amazing. Number two, the Walt Disney version was amazing. Absolutely loved it. And I think we're kind of getting off into the weeds. Well, they're planning on a Venom movie. No plot yet. No, come on. Seriously? Another... Oh, wait, no. This is about Final Confrontation. Okay. And it's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it again. Okay. We might give this one might give a pass on this one and actually watch this one because it's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. So maybe it might be good. Again with the remake. Another remake of Jungle Book. Oh, Nicholas said this Halloween has been in the headlines a lot lately. I have been seriously out of the loop then. So that's as far as they go. So the last things we got is Halloween and the Jungle Book, and then Overlord, which I have no idea what it's about, but the original Jungle Book, the animated movie, was great in its day. Stands the test of time. Then they had to go make a sequel. Then they had to go make a live action version. What is it with Hollywood these days? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, seriously? Baywatch is going to tank. If it hasn't already, it's going to tank. Miami Vice tanked. Nancy Drew tanked. Starsky and Hutch, even with the fact that the original 2 and the original, well, a version of the original car was in it. Yeah. The biggest egregious error when it comes to remakes, well, one of the biggest ones. I can't say there's just one. There's one of them. Was 21 Jump Street. I see people going around going, "That was a great movie. It was hilarious. It was funny as heck." You guys just don't know what 21 Jump Street was all about. It wasn't a comedy. It was a serious drama. But guess they don't care about that. So that's what's going on around the IMDb universe, apparently. I just don't get why. Just when I thought it couldn't get any stupider. You got a Tiny movie? Really? Okay. I'm going to bring up a movie here that I don't think anybody has seen. Where is it? Oh. Here we go. Okay. I bring this up. I just ran my head for a second. I don't know, Sano Tamrio, were you in a movie? I just didn't know about it? Okay, I bring up this little known movie. Well, at least fairly little known. For one reason. This movie was shot up here. Up in Montana. In fact, I actually helped with a couple of the sets in that movie when they were shooting it out in Laurel, which is out west of Billings. So as I sat back and I watched this movie, I sat there and I says, I know where that is. 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 Because there's one of the scenes where they're in an alleyway at night, and if you look behind them, you're looking down an alleyway, which is downtown here in Billings, and it's the alleyway neon sign for the old Empire Bar that used to be in downtown Billings. And I sat there and I watched that. It's like, I know exactly where that is. In fact, they closed off one of the streets on the west end of Billings for a car scene. I remember that clearly. But yeah, one of these days, I think I'm going to do a video. I'm going to include some of the clips from the movie, and then I'm also going to show where the actual locations that these scenes took place in. So it's not a hard movie to find, so there you go. So if you ever get a chance to watch what we were talking about earlier, if you ever get a chance to watch Ed and His Dead Mother, that's another good movie to watch. So next week we're going to be discussing Wizards. I heard Daisy said she said she is a more powerful than Mace Windu. Oh, heavens, heavens, heavens. Why is it that Hollywood just can't get over doing remakes these days? I just don't get it. So, that is literally all I had for this week. Can't really think of anything else unless you guys have something else that you guys want to talk about. Other than the fact that it seems like nowadays everybody... Oh, look at console gaming. Okay. What should we talk about with console gaming? Besides the fact that they have some really good games coming out. Oh, 3 days ago, if you have not played Horizon Zero Dawn yet, they now have Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete version. Oh, remakes and remasters in console gaming. Yes, absolutely. Let's go to our favorite online shop. Because... there you go. Horizon Zero Dawn, $50 for the complete version. Well, that's true, Pip and Bosh. If you don't have the console, then you can't play it. But for anybody who does have a PS4, I've actually went over to Crash Override's place and saw parts of this, and that game looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What else is coming out? Oh, well, let's check. Here's a new one. Well, fairly new. This is a game that I'm seriously thinking about getting. This game looks like it could be fun. Because this game is creepy. Everybody is in a town that's flooded with joy. All right, Necalord. Have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you next time. Check this out. That will like creep me out, seriously. This game looks like it could be a lot of fun. But it is full price right now. And it's in early access. John says, we have just about every console there is in my house except the Switch, but I don't play any of them. Why? If you have all those consoles, why don't you play any of them? That is... Well, Grant, unless it's for everybody else in the house. Uncle Jack wants to know, have you taken your joy? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, fair enough. The kids don't let you. You know, that's funny because if you're a fan of Jay's 2 Cents, he had a video recently where he built somebody in his family had a laptop, but the kids always swiped it, so he built the kids a gaming PC. Alright, guys. Well, it has been a little over an hour and a half, and I'm kind of running dry here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it down for tonight and kind of regroup, spend some time with the family, think about, what we're going to be playing for tomorrow. Probably going to be playing Getting Over It and seeing how badly we can rage quit at the game. So that'll be a lot of fun. So I will export this over to YouTube later on, and if you haven't watched it, if you caught this late and want to catch the rest, by all means do so. I'm going to switch back over here and give you guys another chance to, if you guys want to write down the address that's up here, by all means do so. Anybody who wants to send anything to the channel, I will give a shout out to anybody who does. As long as it's appropriate to show on the channel, I will absolutely show it. So there you go. Alright, guys, I'm going to get on out here. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. So thanks everybody for coming by. Glad you had some fun. And we'll probably see you tomorrow, and we'll do some game stream. So you guys have a wonderful night. Appreciate all of you guys for coming by always. So we'll catch you guys later. Take care now.